What up, y'all? It's us once again, Saturday, and looky, who we got to not play hooky. Big guy KG is joining us on the show. We thought he was about to get demoted to the friend of the show because he keeps shutting down all them daggone buffets that he be going to. We got the Nubian Sumo with his FTW shirt on, lighting it up. And as always, I am the people's choice. Not your master of ceremonies tonight. I will turn it over to the other crazies that are part of the show, so that way we could take you on a lovely journey, recapping great things like Val Venus, penis, and anything else that happened in the Attitude Era, because KG's on fire right now with the throwbacks. And then we'll talk about some SummerSlam Night 2 and maybe whatever the hell else is happening in the wonderful world of wrestling. Fellas, what's going on?
Choppy, the pee-pee.
Oh. And well, you had to worry about shrinkage that night. It was cold that night.
We got the Midnight Rider. What's up? Welcome. Good to see you.
Already in this
we got the boss up in here.
Oh, shit. Be careful, y'all.
No, he last time he let us go. So obviously penis jokes, talking about the giner and all that other stuff. We could do that as much as we want tonight. I don't think.
Hold on.
What?
Because we had, what was that, Thursday? We started off the Thursday night throwdown talking about dildos. So let's go.
Were they green?
They had to be green.
Exactly what we talking about.
You want to? Here's my thought on that. If we're going to talk about little green things being thrown all around at women, and I'm not talking about leprechauns. All they got to do to get this to stop is just put the WWE.
That he didn't feed that gerbil today.
Not at all, because that gerbil just stopped running all.
That gerbil is struggling.
We in trouble.
Dehydrated and the whole thing.
We in trouble. We're in trouble. See, I thought we were clear. Now we in trouble.
You might be clear.
Yep, I am having some technical.
Oh well, there was that. It was nice seeing him tonight.
Y'all got me now on my back.
Said, will someone throw a dildo in the chat? What you want to do that for?
Yeah, we don't need none of that.
No, we good. We
already
straight.
A sausage party up in here.
And BJ said I have a special earbuds that filter out the bad words in the Saturday night program. Well,
that's the whole damn show.
It gets a little rough around these parts.
That's what she said.
But now you said how to stop them from throwing said things.
What was that bullshit you was spilling over there?
Yeah. All I got to do is put the team's logo on them and pass them out at the door. Solves it right there. If everybody throwing them, shoot. Now it's not going to be special no more. But you got to be fair. You gotta throw the dildos and the rubber giners, and you got to throw both of them. That way, everybody feel included, because somebody gonna get left out. I don't know what you tell the kids, but
Well, they actually had one with the last one. The last one actually hit a kid. They arrested an 18-year-old for aggravated assault.
That's not sexual assault of a minor or something like that.
Nah, that's just aggravated assault.
Man, they kind of lax on that.
Oh, so if I decide to beat somebody to death with a dildo like old boy did on that movie, what was that movie? Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be aggravated assault.
Yes.
Well, it depends on what you do with the dildo at the end.
I ain't gonna do too much with it.
Wait
a minute. How the hell we didn't talk, 6 minutes about rubber penises? What the hell is that?
BJ said, I thought I sent out fresh gerbils. And he said, damn, I forgot the air holes in the box. They did. Midnight Rider said, BJ only hearing vowels at this present point. Out of bounds checking in. KG is the best. KG #1 all. Just the love from your own fans. I love it.
He was about to say the right word.
You still got that bot. You still got that bot going.
He's about to say the right word, Sumo. He's about to say from your family.
God, from himself. He's sitting up there with his phone in his lap.
Messaging himself. God damn, I never seen somebody pole ride themselves. Just make sure you don't make the daggone thing too sticky. We know how you get.
Start calling yourself. We're gonna start calling you Lanny Poffo.
Oh no, don't say that.
BJ said, was it the balls of the shaft that hit the kid? I don't know.
I would think it would be both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, and he may have just got the tip. May have just been the tip.
What happened in the WNBA?
The first time about penises.
Happened, someone thought it fell from someone's shorts. Yeah, they were wondering what happened, but they said it's a cryptocurrency group that's behind all of it. That's the crazy part about it.
Is there like a crypto thing on the dildo or something?
I don't know. It's no reason why they're doing it. They haven't found a reason, but they found out who's behind it, and they're investigating it, but they don't even understand the reasoning behind it. What do you want?
And they're probably in Saudi Arabia, I guess.
They say they're making parlays on colors. On what's the next color?
Well, I can tell you what color they won't
all
throw.
Been green so far, right?
Yeah, they've all been green.
I can tell you what color they won't do. Well, actually, they may, but you'll see that coming a mile away. It's like, What the hell is that big ass thing flying in here?
What are you talking about, out of bounds? I'm not me.
You not you, or you not KG?
BJ said more bets are being placed on the. Yeah. You got somebody said that if you do it right, you put $10 on it. Depending on what the odds are, you put $10 on it and put $10 on blue, and then take a blue one and then throw it on the court, and you got like $600,000. So,
but yet they kept old Pete Rose out the Hall of Fame, and somebody could go bid on a dildo and what color is going to be thrown at a professional sporting event.
And you can do it in stadiums, but you kept Pete Rose out of the Hall of Fame.
Exactly.
So,
wow.
SummerSlam night 2. We did night 1.
Wait a minute. Hold on. We just spent 9 minutes talking about some goddamn penis.
No,
we are not going to end
talking about dildos. There's a difference.
It's a difference.
It's a penis.
No, it's not.
Can we talk about some giner, please? Like, did we see some fat monkeys on Raw, SmackDown, or something like that? Did somebody, saying have a coochie lip out? Something.
No,
we can't end on one side of the spectrum, fellas. There has to be some magic box syndrome that's going on at the same time.
Now, see, you messing up the algorithm now, because we could have gotten like sponsors or new people watching and whatnot. And if we stay one sided, so you need to leave.
Hey,
let sleeping dogs lie.
Didn't they say we was too woke or something like that? I don't even know. I'm trying to stay woke. How about that? Some coffee, some energy drinks and shit. I ain't got time for all that other stuff. But let me ask y'all about a particular Gina in person. What y'all think about this Pamela Anderson thing, with the no makeup and all that stuff? It's like I've seen her more now than I remember when she was out there with the makeup with Tommy Lee. It's like she in a major movie, she doing all this stuff, all this press. I'm like, damn, Pam. But the rub is, I don't want to hit that.
She's
trying to keep herself relevant.
Oh, let's not, you know what? Maddie Ice brought up a good point. And Maddie, I need you to go talk about this on your show. It'll be a lot more tame, but we're gonna dig into the minutia of it and really say it. The world goes crazy. We see, and really 99% of everybody didn't even see Janet's titty or the nip. Nobody knew it happened, technically, but yet we got people that's just bucket naked the OnlyFans. We got social media going crazy. We got, great artists, but, Doce out there with, damn near showing everything. Megan Thee Stallion flipping people over with Cardi B, lips touching and they rubbing on each other on award shows. We just got some naked hoes all over the place. But Janet can't come back and do the Super Bowl? Really? Really? Oh my God, that was a nipple on the thing. But then we could turn right around 2 channels later because we all streaming and see, just some lesbianism and some homosexual stuff and all this others. But Janet can't do the Super Bowl again? What up with that? So, Maddie, if you could make that a topic at some point, put the titty back on the TV. That's all we're trying to say. You know what I'm saying, Sumo? More titty on the TV. There you go. Sumo approved. Get them breasts out there. And what you think about Madonna dating this new black dude? I'm not saying it's a racial thing, but she old. But Sumo, would you hit that? What's she like, 62, something like that, 72?
I have had no inclination to do such.
So Madonna walked up
from the list of folks that have been exposed as sampling that. No, I don't think I want their sloppy seconds.
Well, it's about 15. But if Madonna showed up at your door and was like, "I saw you on a podcast. I'm trying to get some of that Sumo-licious." You telling me you're gonna turn her away? You ain't gonna take her to Pound Town? She's not going to Space Mountain?
I don't take Watchtower.
That's fucked up. That's messed up. That's messed up. Not even gonna be like curious.
Not in the least.
Not a smell check.
Nope.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Damn.
If I see her through the peephole, I'm walking away.
Dang. KG. How do we see? We ain't even part of the way through the show.
And it's warming up his pocket. Come on now, he's warming up his hot pocket. What you think's going on?
God, he had one job. That's what we should bet on. Hey, BJ, we need to bet on how long KG gonna be on the show on video.
I wasn't warming up my hot pocket.
What's the over under? What's the spread, Sumo? What's the spread?
Well, the over under on how many minutes he's actually visible on the show.
Yep.
Okay, I'm getting in on this one. Hold on a minute. Let me think.
Combined minutes.
Within the first hour, I would say you'll have total video time.
I'm going maybe 10
15 minutes.
Dang.
Okay, let me write that down. I'm willing to take that bet. Sumo said 15 total time.
Well, you already behind.
Yeah,
no, I'm not. I'm already at 9.
You already dipped out.
I'm already at 9. I was on the first 9 minutes.
No, that wasn't 9.
You're not at 9. You were just off. You were just off for 2 minutes.
Heck yeah.
We're in the first 15. We haven't hit 15 minutes yet.
In the first hour, all I gotta do is be on for 15 minutes.
We only got 1 hour.
No, yeah, you gotta be on. You gotta be on for more than 15 minutes.
Bet.
You know that 16th minute he gone, right?
And damn, Maddie, why you give me an over under of 530? Damn. The odds are not in my favor tonight.
Not at all. And where the hell is Sam?
Because we know you.
Yep.
We're going by your precedent.
The moment that microwave start beeping, he out.
Well, hold on. I had went to get something to drink because my throat was a little parched. So
that's what she said. But either way,
little raspberry.
We got KG on the clock. We'll see how long we get to see his face this week. I guess at some point we need to, like now, talk about SummerSlam Night 2. There's the card right there for SummerSlam Night 2. I do want to say this because I think Sumo on Night 1, you mentioned it, and then the week before that you talked about it on how Night 1s are normally trash. This was the exact opposite, in my opinion. Night 1, not fire. So? Night 2, garbage.
You think so?
Yeah. Night 1 had a lot more action in it.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Cody versus Cena. I was texting back and forth with the boss BJ. He was like, I'm done with this. This is not. I said, man, this is a curtain jerker right here. This is good because you're hitting all the high spots. You got everybody on the edge of their seat, and you don't know who's going to win. This could go any way. That saved the night.
I agree. That saved the night. But everything else just wasn't feeling it. Well, actually, the second match that I would say was really good in the curtain jerker was the triple threat with Naomi winning. And by the way, I was right. You're welcome. That I'd say was second. But that Fatu Solo Sikoa match, it's like, man, I really could have just took 2 dumps on that one. The ending, garbage. For a cage match, he just falls out and takes the win. Really? I would have rather all 3 came in and beat him down. Why the hell not? FT's just got in there and just beat the hell out of Jacob Fatu. Chained Jimmy Uso outside to the cage and just beat him that way. And then walked out the cage. But that finish, no. I'm cool with the Dominic one. Oh man.
But see, I'm gonna tell you something. This is what I told BJ. I said, BJ, you're too caught up in the past. You all in what's happening. I'm sorry, you all in what's happened. We in what's happening. This is the atomic age, baby. This ain't Monday Night Wars. This ain't Attitude Era. This ain't even ruthless aggression. You gotta understand what they're doing. You got the crowd is at such a fever pitch. That match was match of the night.
Which match?
The Cody Rhodes Cena was match of the night.
It was supposed to be the main event.
Well, Xavier's a big Cody Rhodes fan, so he hates when we say that. So we're not gonna do that to him tonight.
But what do you got against Paw Patrol though?
Cody Rhodes feels it in his soul. Cody Rhodes loves Paw Patrol.
Wow.
You can go ahead and find you a table if you think you're gonna put me through it.
Hey, let me ask y'all this, because I feel like my intelligence was insulted. I was cool if Cody would have turned heel and that would have been a catalyst for Cena to go face. But just that little small one-time interaction fired up John Cena enough to just all of a sudden just be a nice guy again.
Yeah, that was
really
that was some hot garbage.
Mm-hmm.
0 to what the
fuck?
That
was some hot garbage.
And they expected us to just buy it, and then now Cena's going through his greatest hits. Even if you had Brock Lesnar in the pocket, you knew it was happening. You could have made that face turn worth it.
And then you said you haven't really seen anything this week. Now you got R-Truth talking about, oh, you back? So I'm back now too.
Oh God.
You
think they're going to still leverage and maybe give us Truth versus Cena?
Hell
as
no.
a final match?
Hold on.
As a final match? No.
Yeah.
Because
Lesnar can't be the final match.
No, Lesnar won't be the final match.
And then he's going against, was it Drew McIntyre? Or who's he going up against? No, Logan Paul, right? Who's he got to clash with?
Yeah, he's going against Logan Paul in Paris.
Yeah.
Let's lay this real quick. Number one, bringing Brock Lesnar back was so much backlash. Like, so many people were upset about that.
There's not that many people. There's not that many people, KG.
Man,
There's not that many people.
The backlash, when it happened, I think I had went to go do something, and I missed the ending, so I had rewinded. Nobody told me what happened. I rewinded it, and I saw it. And Daria was like, is that supposed to happen? I was like, no. He's not supposed to be there. And my daughter asked me, she says,
why not?
Yo, he's caught up in the whole Vince McMahon thing.
He didn't do anything.
He's not allowed to be sleeping with that man. Come on, man.
He ain't do anything.
He didn't?
They're saying that legally they cleared him.
Do anything.
But the legal team cleared him about 4 or 5 weeks ago.
But he still got the civil suit.
He still got the civil suit, but he's pretty much been released of everything from right now. Unless
Go ahead.
they're talking about bringing him back in to the suit in some form of fashion. But right now, he's out of it. He's not involved in it at all right now.
He didn't solicit. She went over there of her own free will. She provided pictures of her own free will. He didn't ask for them. It was offered up. But he didn't.
I don't know if it was on her own free will.
Well, yeah, technically.
She was coerced.
But I mean, once she got to the room, it wasn't like Brock was like, turn off the lights and light a candle or something. You didn't tell her to take her clothes off. It's about to go down. She came over. And, she was aware that things were going to happen consensually. What did he do wrong? In truth. There was no baby oil involved.
That's why he's back in WWE.
Yeah.
But now
it's the court of public opinion. But it's like this outlet, backlash and all this stuff. It reminds me of PETA. They come up, they're going to yell. It's a small pocket, and then it goes away. But that's what it felt like when the uproar happened. I'm like, next they're going to throw like some red stuff on him and then move on. Maybe they'll throw a dildo at him. But I mean, that's small. That's nothing.
But mentioning the civil suit, and the civil suit's still ongoing. So if that's the case, Vince McMahon can show up. Today's Saturday. Vince McMahon can show up on WWE television on Monday since he still is a shareholder.
Vince McMahon could have showed up on WWE programming 6 months ago. I told y'all almost a year ago, just sit back and watch. Ain't nobody going to be talking about it anymore.
Well, second thing. You have Brock Lesnar showing up. You got Cena, who had this run as this heel. Now all of a sudden he back to Super Cena, and he's the face again. I'm like, what are you doing?
Out of nowhere.
You're messing this run up. That everybody said that Kurt Angle's final run was messed up because of how he went out. He lost every match. What did he lose? 28 in a row?
Yep. And
they was, that's wrong because he was the first Olympic gold medalist, but he chose to go out like that. How many people go out on top? Mostly everybody's retirement match, you go out on your back.
The only ones that go out on top are the ones that have to retire. If you think about it, and Sumo, you can let me know if I'm wrong, the ones that went out as champion are the ones that are retiring due to injury.
Yeah, pretty much. The ones that actually have a chance to come back usually don't go out on their backs.
Yep. Been a whole different state of affairs for Edge, Daniel Bryan, Shawn Michaels, all them, Stone Cold. If we knew they could come back, oh yeah, you're gonna wrestle this match. I'm gonna get my money out of this. So, like I said, I'm happy Brock is back. I know KG, you mad anyway, just because that's your boy. You don't want him to get the championship and only be there like 4 or 5 times. But then technically, I know you also throw the ones up for the tribal chief, who is only there like 4 or 5 times, once in a while.
Yeah, now he's taking time off. So yeah, now
he just came back. Oh, by the way, I'm out again. I'm sorry. You're looking kind of Dwayne-ish right now. Now, I'm not mad at him because there's no storyline.
He's on his way out. He's on his way out too. So he's doing movies and whatnot. He's
there's no storyline for him. They don't need him the way we needed him during the pandemic. They don't need him. And I'm not saying that that's because we have Cody. I'm just saying that I don't think they have figured out post Bloodline what his role is. Because if Solo's got his own group, nobody expected Jey Uso to become a cultural phenomenon. Remember they took away the Yeet, but because the crowd wanted it, they brought it back. And then now he's just coming through the crowd. I mean, No, you can't put the Usos back together because that means you're diminishing Jay. So the new bloodline's out. What do you do with Roman Reigns? I mean, somebody tell me. I mean, as much as we come up with, let's help them out. What can Roman Reigns do in a full-time basis, storyline-wise, that makes sense?
You can try to break up Solo's group.
For what?
But for what? You said for what?
Yeah. What is he going to break up Solo's group for? For what?
Because
he's on Raw.
Solo helped to break his up.
But that would be the bloodline all over again.
Right. I mean, that's right. Like you said, that's the only thing that's keeping them together right now. Just like the joke, just like CM Punk made that joke during that press conference. He said there should be 3 Royal Rumbles this year. There should be a Royal Rumble for the men, a Royal Rumble for the women, and a Royal Rumble for the Samoans.
Yep. Bring back Samoa Joe, Zilla. I mean, there's a lot. We can fill it up. KG, what do we do with Roman? I have an idea. I've mentioned it before, but what's your thoughts? What do you do with Roman?
You put him back on the trail to chase. That's what you do. You put him back on the trail to chase, and you slowly build it up. Just have him running through everybody.
But he'll be champion. He won't lose the belt. He'll become IC champion. Doesn't drop it. Then what? He takes the U.S. title. Is he going to be a belt collector again?
No, you put him back. You put him back and chasing. You don't drop him down to IC or US. You don't drop him down to European or NXT or nothing like that. Now, if you want him to be a belt collector, you have him win both main roster titles. You send him down to NXT, let him win that. Send him over to TNA, let him win that. Let him beat everybody's champion. How many can say they've done that?
And the sumo, I don't think there's anybody in the heavyweight championship realm to include the WWE that has been a belt collector. We know there's people like Kenny Omega and stuff like that have had a bunch, but they've never had WWE included in that. So that would be a first, right?
That will the only time you've had an actual belt collector, so to speak, that included a WWE belt was back when they had the Super J Cup, and that was and the WWE Light Heavyweight Championship was part of that 10 belt group. But as far as having the WWE main championship, no, that's never happened.
So that could be something. That was where I was thinking, though. I was thinking he should go. We talked about it. He should go to TNA.
The closest this happened is when they bought out WCW.
Right.
And they brought the World Championship over, and people were holding both of those belts, which is the only reason why, in my opinion, you can say that the WWE Undisputed Championship is a world championship. Because before Flair in 91, they never even called the belt the World Championship, but they called the champions world champions.
Right.
I never understood that.
Yeah, it made no sense to me either. But to KG's point, that's what I was thinking. Have him go be the TNA champion as they go into their TV deal. Who's going to argue with Roman Reigns being the guy that is carrying whatever promotion on their shoulders? Nobody.
Well,
that takes you from zero to amazing.
Being the TNA is about to probably be on Peacock with AAA after they move Raw over to where's it moved to ESPN?
ESPN, yeah.
Off of Peacock. So that could happen.
So
somebody major like that coming over and taking over the TNA title.
And since we got AAA, he could also take the AAA belt. And it could be set up by Dom saying, "Hey, I needed some support. I had to make a phone call. Y'all be surprised who the phone calls to. Everybody's thinking it's, somebody from Judgment Day. It's Finn, it's JD or somebody, but it's Roman. Roman comes down to take that belt. That would be the last thing that they would, in my opinion, that they could do to psychologically screw over AEW. Because think about, and honestly, I'm going to go back and start watching now that it's there, the beginning of AEW, when it was so enjoyable, but you had Kenny Omega as the best bout machine, and he was just a belt collector. To go back, and if they have Roman start taking championships, and I would have him, because right now AEW has it, but it's Mercedes Moné. Not taking anything away from her, but her and Roman Reigns are two different stratospheres. Roman's a cosmic being, and Mercedes is a visible woman. Not on the same level. But if Roman does it, and then he goes to an extra step, he goes and takes AAA, then he goes and does a couple indie pop-ups. Don't have to be super far, but if they wanted to, he could take an Australian belt, but then it wouldn't get defended but a couple times a year. But, some strategic ones, like, let's say, because, where we are, MCW, OVW, Reality of Wrestling.
Is OVW still around?
Yeah, OVW is still around.
That's it's with Al Snow.
Okay.
So just select few. He doesn't have to go crazy. Just a select few.
OVW is actually one of the WWE ID feds.
Yep. So he pops over there, becomes champion of those, and then he ends it at AAA. I think that would be the last psychological thing, because that'd be just a spit right in the face of Tony Khan to AEW. Especially since they're not treating Kenny Omega like Kenny Omega. I know he's
Kenny Omega's not Kenny Omega anymore.
I know, but it's also like they're not respecting Kenny Omega like they should. They took the respect off his name, in my opinion. Just me. They lost focus. They doubled down.
I think he did it to himself.
How? He got, before he was diagnosed with what is it?
Diverticulitis.
There you go. Before he got diagnosed, they was all in on him. He had his great entrances. He had his music. He overshadowed Chris Jericho, and he outlasted, Judas and all that other stuff. He was consistent. Then he got diagnosed. He came back. And then it's like, okay, Kenny's back, but we're still going to do things with Mox. Put it on Mox. Put it on Mox. Put it on Mox.
Well, Mox is their go-to. Whenever they get into trouble, they always put the belt on Mox.
But before that, before Mox was there, who was their go-to? And what did he do wrong that made them change their mind? I haven't figured that part out yet. Kenny
being one of the, and only because the Young Bucks are using it, and he was involved to the founding fathers.
Mm-hmm.
He went in there, he got comfortable. Well, he went in there, he got comfortable.
Who did they have him?
He put on some crap matches, in my opinion. He was not the Kenny Omega that was in Japan. He became AEW's Hulk Hogan.
I'll give you that. But AEW didn't have anybody to put him against.
Yeah, they did. They had plenty of people to put him against, but they just
not in the beginning.
He was just phoning it in.
Well, they didn't have anybody of mega stardom in the beginning, which is understandable. I'm not taking that away. Until we started going a little bit more in the MJF direction, because I think we got lightning in a bottle with this MJF kid. This could be our Stone Cold for the future. We could double down. And he can cut a promo better, in my opinion, than Kenny Omega. Don't put Kenny up against MJF. He'll be eaten alive. So let's put Kenny over here. Let's do a trios thing. Let's do this. Let's do that. Instead of just letting Kenny wrestle. Oh, wait. Let's bring some people that Kenny wrestled back in the day over so that way he got something to do. Come on in, Michael Nakazawa and all these other folks. Then they thought, oh, wait, we may have a new toy with the Brit. What's his name? Will Ospreay. So Kenny's out. We got a new toy. He can replace Kenny and give us something a little bit better. Then what they do? Let's put the belt back on Mox. Nothing against John Moxley. But, well, we talked about it. That's still my frustration and why I don't watch it now. Because they just crapped on what it used to be and did exactly what I said they would do, which is made it WWE. I'm going to be anti-Vince. I'm not going to do Vince. Yeah, you sound kind of no chances right now. Now, we got to have production meetings and we doing all this and doing all that. And, yeah, it's different. That was my AEW rant. I'm sorry. I know we were supposed to be talking about SummerSlam. But I'm going to go back and watch it at the beginning when I'm just sitting there like, who the heck is these Japanese people? But you know what? I like Queen, Emi Sakura. All right, then, let's go ahead and watch you wrestle. What the heck is this alien chick got that going? Statlander, what the is going on here? Poking people in the nose. But you know what? I'm going to go ahead and watch it. Private Party, that's my shit. It's like, man, I'm going to watch that. This is interesting. And then we know the one we got mad about because we didn't see it on television, Sonny Kiss versus Joey Janela. Never saw the ending of that crap because, they lost that. Even Kip Sabian back in the day was interesting. Penelope Ford. I mean, I'm getting mad again. Goddamn Private Party. I can't believe they took the rocket ship off them. They should have went to WWE. Shout out to Mark Quinn and Isaiah Cassidy.
I mean, Mark Quinn kept getting hurt.
Yeah,
what can you do? And they couldn't, and they tried to give the other one a push, and he couldn't do anything with it. So
yeah. They also had great matches with Angelico and whoever he was with. And then you had Top Flight come up. Yeah. They had great match. I mean, they had some talent. Cedric Alexander's wife, she was a beast. Even speaking of beast, Nyla Rose was interesting. Never thought we would have a challenge to Nia Jax. So many things that promotion was founded on that was interesting that we lost.
They screwed Nyla Rose.
Yeah, they did.
They screwed Nyla Rose badly.
Yeah, once they big showed her and everybody started beating her, you're no longer the native beast. But I will give Tony Khan this, and he probably did it out of spite to the Nubian Sumo. Because his number one homegrown, quote unquote, crop or piece of talent or spectacular situation that he's been able to hold on to is somebody that Sumo said he would not like. And I'm not talking about Rich Homie Swan. Who am I talking about, Sumo?
Let's not bring him up.
Who am I talking about, Sumo? Who you a fan of now?
Who, Athena?
Yeah.
And she's still getting shit on.
But she is the
up until now
that he has. The best that he has.
Up until now, she was getting shit on. They gave her the belt, which is supposed to happen. They gave her the belt. They kept her on Ring of Honor.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't bring her up to AEW, and now all of a sudden they're giving her the stroke.
They're giving her, or they listen to the fans that she's earned it. She's the only person. Name anybody else on ROH right now.
Huh?
You can't.
I can't think of anybody
on Ring of Honor right now that would be worth putting on AEW.
Yeah,
Queen Aminata.
But she's really on AEW though.
But she started out in Ring of Honor.
Yeah, but you might as well call her AEW talent.
Yeah, they brought her over because she was good.
Yeah.
Billy Starks is good, but they had her in the storyline with Athena. So, you know, who else? Lady Frost. Lady Frost was good.
Yeah, I give you that one.
They brought her over every now and again for a squash match.
Right.
They haven't really been doing anything with her. They had Willow Nightingale going back and forth, even though she started out AEW, but they wasn't really pushing her. So they had her going back and forth. So they actually put some belts on her.
She gets it. She knows her lane. She's like, you know what? I'm gonna milk this this alter ego Black Bailey thing. I'm gonna milk this to the wheel fall off. She a click away from a Bailey buddy. And she's doing it intelligently and smart. I don't care. I'm gonna go out there and collect this check, clap my hands, get all excited, smile to the people, put my work in, and just keep myself on TV. Understands the business. Now, how do you change that? She's got a heel turn. The moment she heel turns, I'm telling you, that's going to shake what they got over there if they do it right. That'll put the rocket ship on her, and then she'll be champion for a long time. That'd be exciting. I'd watch that. KG?
Trisha Dora is another one.
You said Trisha Dora?
Trisha Dora.
Yeah. What happened? Why did they let Deonna Purrazzo fall from grace?
The former Pan-African World Diaspora World Champion that held the belt for 1,338 days.
But can't get a championship in AEW or Ring of Honor? See how they do black
get a win now.
Yeah.
They got her with Shane Taylor Promotions and whatnot. And she can't get a win.
Yep.
And who was that you was asking me about?
Oh no, I was asking KG if he had anything he wanted to, you know.
No, you was about to ask me about somebody, and I said Trish.
It slipped my mind. The moment you did that, I lost it.
I'd like to see Timeless Toni Storm versus Athena.
Well, that's about to happen.
Yeah, and I hope they do the right thing.
But you got to build that up.
They are building it up.
No, I mean that's got to be built up over a couple of months.
It has been. Take that out. You don't watch AEW, so you don't know. This has been going on for a couple of months now.
Okay. See, I catch AEW on a replay.
Yeah, they've been building up this match because Athena they had that tournament where they got that Money in the Bank type situation with that they got the title match contract whenever they want to fill it out, whenever they want to sign for it. And Athena won hers, and MJF won his. So Athena has that contract, and she's supposed to be wrestling in the O2 whenever they go to London for Forbidden Door. They're wrestling for the AEW Championship.
See, all right, now I'm gonna have to start watching this stuff live. That's what I'm gonna have to start doing. I'm gonna have to start watching it live.
Because as a matter of fact, the last 2 or 3 shows, Athena's hit her with the O face. Hit Toni Storm with the O face, just out the blue. It wasn't even the matches. It was like Toni Storm was out on ringside because she's put herself together with Alex Windsor, who is Will Ospreay's fiance and the newest member of the roster.
Right.
She's put herself together with her. They were in this past Wednesday. There was a 4-way match to determine who was going to represent AEW in a interpromotional 4-way match for the TBS Championship. So it's going to be Alex Windsor wound up winning, but then Billy Starks was in the match. Billy Starks wound up jumping Alex Windsor at the end of the match. Toni Storm gets involved. They jump on her, And then Athena comes out of nowhere with the O-face, that top rope flipped into the stunner that she does,
right?
The finisher. She'd hit up with that about 2-3 times in the past few weeks. So yeah, they've been building that up for months now.
Well, she can't. She has to beat Tony. Has to, because you can't be ROH that long and then you go up against Tony Storm and be like, "Oh, drop, you're gonna lose." Like, really? That momentum? That's what we do with it? Not gonna fly. But then again, when has AEW recently did things that make sense? But like I said, I'm going back to the beginning. I'm gonna enjoy that first 50 episodes. I'll probably go all the way up to the infamous Cody Rhodes MJF. Get the was it the 10 lashings? I'm gonna get all up to that episode, and I think that'll be it.
And since I brought up the Pan African World Diaspora Championship a while ago, for those that don't know or aren't or are interested in any way, shape, or form, the title changed hands a couple of weeks ago. Shug Dickinson, if anybody that did watch AEW remembers him as Pineapple Pete in AEW for like a few months, hanging out with Jericho. He was the champion for like a little over 600 days because he was the person that beat Trish Adora for the title. So I say wrestling out of Charlotte, North Carolina, which is an all-black federation that's run by Darius Lockhart, Caprice Coleman, who is one of the commentators for Ring of Honor, is their commissioner. And they got Big Swole as the commentator on the mic for them, doing play-by-play.
Did she retire?
Yeah, she's retired. She got lupus and it's hit her real bad.
That's what it is. Okay.
So yeah, so she's pretty much retired from the ring. But you get
we gotta put a pin in it. But this motherfucker right here finally decided to show up. Sam, you're gonna be so pissed at the beginning of the show. So pissed at how much you missed. Man, if there was ever a beginning of the show segment that Sam should have been able to pop off with some stuff out of this stratosphere, this was the goddamn night. But the good news for you, Sam, is that we always believe in giving back to the community. So we'll be having another crazy ass one in the future. But goddamn, Sam, god damn it, we talked about penis.
No.
Y'all did talk about some penis.
We talked about
dildos.
And some penis and some giners, some coochie cutters, all that stuff. Ingrown pussy hair, all that. You covered all that at the beginning of the show. Sam, you missed it all. So make sure you watch the beginning.
Well, anyway, going back to what I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted.
Hey, I was just giving the man a shout out. Don't hate.
I say wrestling out of Charlotte. They're pretty much running the Pan African World Diaspora Championship right now. As one of their main belts. They had a show a couple of weeks ago in Charlotte, and the new holder of the championship is Bishop Khan. For those who don't know who Bishop Khan is, he's one half of the Gates of Agony, or GOA, with Ricochet.
Right.
So he's got that belt now. Congratulations to him. And I don't think that belt will show up on AEW television, but it is of significance. It is a world championship, so
I don't see why not.
It is worth mentioning.
Again, that's another thing dropping the ball. They were doing things outside the window, talking about stuff. Nobody we normally wouldn't hear in WWE, you know, recognizing other things. Don't see that anymore.
Well, they can recognize all those belts that Mercedes Moné has.
You know why?
Recognize that one
because the sponsors want it that way. That's because they, you know, the network wants it that way. They cool with that because people are turning the dial. That's it. So
well,
KG?
Well, hold on. I was getting ready to jump in here because Sumo, you lose.
Oh, yeah.
I did more than 15 minutes. Thank you, sir.
I know he's itching to get off the damn show.
Oh, okay, whatever.
Nope, I ain't itching.
See, he's
itching to go to the microwave.
Usually, he's sitting there all quiet. He'll come off a camera and just do whatever he decides he wants to do while he's off camera, sitting there quietly.
Mm-hmm.
But today he decided, since he was challenged, he's gonna sit there and do nothing and be quiet on camera. So there you go, as you should be doing.
I was hiding.
It was force you to do what you were supposed to be doing in the first place.
Oh, man, we got the whole family reunion tonight. Gentleman Jack, what's up? We done had Matty Ice on, the Midnight Rider. Now we got Jack. That's a BJ.
Boss BJ shit. All we missing
we got all the Sideline Junkies podcast members here tonight. We appreciate everybody stopping through to say what up on a Saturday night. We'll plug everybody's show once we get done. And as always, we want to put out there that I'm still waiting for that Sam interview, Jack. But if you want to get interviewed, if you want to be in the passenger seat with Jack, go ahead, hit us up, let us know. We put it together, and then, you know, you get to go out there and tell your story. So, KG, you said that you had a couple questions.
Yeah, I do.
We would have give you the floor to ask your questions. Well, while you on camera and all, you know, it's the least we can do, right?
To last your 15 minutes. And I was being generous with 15 minutes.
Oh, hey, apparently we not the only one.
Right.
I've been on camera all this week. You missed
the over-under, Jack. We had some bets going on.
You've been on camera all this week for other shows, but not us.
I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here. Now, here's my question. With this Cena heel turn, and now you bringing, you got R-Truth back in there and stuff like that, and now he's back to being R-Truth. What happened to his heel turn? Cena done turned face. Like, isn't that killing the plot line? Isn't that killing the story? Isn't that killing what we've built up so far?
That's why I said the only way to save it is for R-Truth to be the final guy, because Cena turned on a dime. But see, I almost pulled a truthism, but Truth hasn't changed. He hasn't become R-Truth. He's Ron Killings. And it's killing Cena that he's the reason why Truth went down that dark path. And the only way to bring him back is to have that match. That's the way I would have Cena go out.
See, that lets you know that you didn't watch the show.
I told you I didn't. I'm just saying.
I know, and I'm letting you know now, because you didn't watch the show last night. I'm letting you know where your theory right there is askew.
Okay, well,
after John Cena had his promo challenging Brock.
Okay,
they showed him walking backstage. He runs into R-Truth, and he said, and R-Truth is like, "Oh man, you're back!" And he goes and hugs him, and says, "Well, if you're back, I'm back too." You know, I was trying to figure out what was going on with you. And John Cena went into this little diatribe, turning everything that he did in the past 5 months on R-Truth.
Really?
Yeah, he said, we were wondering what was going on with you. You know, you turn into this new guy, and you talk about you're gonna ruin wrestling, and you're gonna do all this stuff. And we was wondering about you, but it's good to see you, And then he pats him on the back, and then he walks off, and he has this. R-Truth is left with a look on his face, like, "What was that?"
Okay.
So
you can still build with that, though.
You can still build with that. I mean, yeah, but for him to come back talking about he's back and he's back just like John Cena's back, it ruins the whole thing. We want to see Ron Killings.
He can still have to split for Ron Killings.
He can, but they're already setting it up to where he's not going to be Ron Killings anymore.
I know.
I'm just hoping that that's not the case.
I'm just trying to figure out what would be the best ending, the best bang for the buck. Who unfortunately we can't get Kurt Angle. He would if he could, but he can't. Randy Orton, I wouldn't get the same feels. Brock Lesnar, he'll beat him because, Cena owes him a receipt. Because Cena was like, hey, suplex the shit out of me, whatever you need to do, but you need to beat me coming off of winning the streak. So Cena co-signed on that ass whipping he took. So that receipt is coming back. That doesn't need to be the last match. But who else? And Cody doesn't need to be the last match either. Now that Cody has the championship. I would rather Cena lose to Cody on his back to build Cody up to the next stratosphere, but fuck that up. Truth is the only one that would make sense.
Well, kind of at this point, I can see what you're saying because there's the only other thing that could happen is for him to quote unquote pass the torch. But they're already saying that he just did that with Cody. So
like the whole
I guess a last match with R-Truth could make sense because the only other person I could have seen that would have probably made sense as a passing the torch situation would have been Austin Theory. And they're saying that he's out, he's leaving. He's out now. They've taken him off the roster on the internet and everything. So
they could do something a little bit more radical. I doubt it will happen because there was a post I saw on X that they said that, even in the post it said, fact check it if you want to, that Snoop Dogg was the last African-American male to have a singles match in a WWE.
So what?
WrestleMania.
He was the last African-American to have a match at WrestleMania?
Yeah. When he had to fill in and he quote-unquote had that match with The Miz.
Oh, because Shane got hurt. Shane blew out his quads.
So that's a sanctioned match.
How long ago was that? That was what, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
So there were no black people.
Name a pay-per-view or PLE that was a major African-American championship match. And we're removing the Samoans, so take the Samoans.
Well, yeah, we didn't talk about them. No.
So yeah, name one. Lashley's gone, so it could have been Bobby Lashley. There's nobody.
Yeah, I guess so, because there's no black people in the either championship picture right now.
But if they wanted to be radical, if Cena decided to make a call and he wanted to give somebody the rub, his final match could be against Montez Ford.
Yeah.
It's radical as fuck. But somebody, they land the foundation right now because the after match interview, either it may have been Monday, I may have seen it in passing, I don't know. But Jackie Redmond, or was it the other girl? One of the backstage reporters was talking to the Street Profits, But Montez, at the end of it, walked off in a different direction from Angelo.
Angelo's hurt.
If that's true,
Angelo did get hurt in that six pack ladder match.
If that's true, that radical thing would end the Street Profits, but it would be the thing that puts Montez through that plastic ceiling. Because if he just Cena walked up to him and just smacked him on the chest and said the date and then walked off. And then Tez had to just think about that. You could have Bianca involved in a segment. You could fill a bunch in without Cena being there, so that way you don't waste a date. And then you have the Tez come out doing a Cena promo, and then he says, "I accept." And Cena cuts his promo. "This is your one shot, kid. Don't waste it. I'm not going to drop. I'm not going to hold back. We're going to see what you're made of. I've been watching you." Kind of like the Undertaker does. So he can go out in that Taker fashion, and Montez Ford, his next match under the same Cena logic, has to be for a major championship. And you can't have him lose because you just beat Super Cena.
But with using your theory from earlier tonight, do you have John Cena win his last match?
If it's against Montez, no. If it's against Truth, he has to. Even with what you just informed me of about, our Truth saying I'm back, I think Ron Killings is still there, and there's going to be that conflict. He's got to deal with that. I would even have Truth or Ron Killings come out and interfere in a Cena Brock match. And, take a poll or something to Brock Lesnar, make sure he's down, and then go after John Cena. That way you protect Brock. That dude came out of nowhere with this damn poll. You can come back to that. But Cena has to solve the Truth thing because he's got to do the man in the mirror. He can project it on Truth, but a man in the mirror, he's got to look in, and the kids are like, "You did this to our Truth. You made him a bad guy. We love Truth. We brought him back, but because of you, now that's your cross to bear." He was talking about crosses, I think, in a promo I saw on TikTok. Talking about my cross to bear or something like that. That's his cross to bear, and he doesn't want his legacy to be that he tarnished or turned a lovable person into a monster. Got to fix it. He's got to win. He's got to beat Truth. Sam, I don't know what you're talking about. This shit is real to us. It's extra real. And the only reason why it's extra real is because every time we lay down something, and you know how it is, Sam, you've been here long enough. Every time we lay it down, they take it. It's extra real because our bank accounts don't reflect it. We ain't get no rub. We ain't get no podcast love. Nothing. We don't even show up on a on recap videos. They focus on all the little X people that they don't let them show the content, but yet you're going to show their content on your network. Ain't that about a bitch? So it's real to us. We're going to lay it out and hope they steal it so that way it's real to you because you heard it first from us. Again. But I mean, let me know what you think. That's how I would flesh it out if Truth would be the last guy.
Yeah, it sounds good. I mean, you got to lay it out. I mean, you showed your work, so I can't dispute it.
All right, I'm clocking out. I'd have showed up for my shift, KG.
I like what Sumo said. You showed your work because you did. Because I wasn't feeling it, but I can't disagree with you.
We'll see. I'm along for the ride, but I will tell you, I am keeping a close eye on my bank account because whatever the last date thing is on WWEshop.com, first of all, I guarantee you that's the day it's not going to be discounts on WWEshop.com. First of all, expect that. But whatever it is, the T-shirt, probably the commemorative belt, I will be buying that. And got to get the terrible towel. The last time is today, or whatever day they're going to put on. I don't know what they're going to say. Or maybe I'll even buy the picture of Stu crying. December is going to be a rough time. But it's also my birthday month. So, yeah, it's going to be a lot of good WWE stuff coming home. Sam, well, I guess we can go there. Seth's Money in the Bank briefcase didn't touch Cody's body. It touched more than the concerto to Christian. Christian didn't even, I mean, worst he got was the ear ringing. I know Edge is rolling around in his grave like, ain't that about a bitch? Had a great spot that could have really been something. And, you know, had they have had production meetings the way they're supposed to, since they're trying to be WWE, they would have known exactly where to shoot that spot. So that way you only had one camera, which made it look devastating. But on the other side of the coin, it would have also shown up on AEW Unreal. So they would have talked about how we're going to do the concerto shot and make sure you guys are here. So they expose the fucking business.
I'm putting it on record now that I will never, ever watch Unreal.
I'm right there with you. I do want to watch one part of it, just out of respect. That's the part where they're talking about and they're showing the building of the gorilla position or the gorilla area. That's the only part, and I'm hoping that's on episode 1 at some point. I'll watch that, and then I'm done. I do not, as much as I love the inside, like Total Divas, watching that, and then you see a little back, say, oh, that's so-and-so. Oh, that's where they were filming at. Little glances, I'm cool with.
Yeah, but that's
when you just lift the dress up and say, here's the vagina.
That's scripted. So, I mean, Total Divas, okay.
Right. That's what I said. It was just a little dab will do you.
I don't need to know how the sausage is made.
Mm-mm.
I know enough. I know enough already. You know, kayfabe is already dead to me. So for you to go to take it to this extreme, and then I'm listening to Paul Heyman because somebody asked Paul Heyman about the show and what he thought about
Ariel
the show.
Helwani. He did Ariel Helwani's show,
and he was saying, you know, well, an old school me would say that this is outlandish and it shouldn't be done, but you know, we're in a time now where, you know, things like this are coming out anyway, so you know, there's no getting around it. You know, you might as well just roll with the punches and deal with it. You know, but still,
But that was you saw how Paul Heyman had to pause?
Yeah.
Think about it on how he was going to word this.
Right.
Because
he definitely put thought into what he's saying.
It's a BS. Because if you take exactly what you just said that he said and peel back one layer of that onion, yes, you have to deal with the sign of the times because of social media and mobile cameras on these cell phones. You can't have a house show without it showing. But the conversation in Gorilla before so-and-so comes out, you can't have a run-in. Brock Lesnar returns, but you turn right around and show me Brock Lesnar and Gorilla. All right, when you get out there, it's going to be crazy. Y'all not supposed to know he coming back either. He just showed up. Now you're telling me we all hanging out. Even Cardi B, did you see that? Randy Orton and Logan Paul were there, you know, meeting Cardi backstage at SummerSlam. And I love Cardi B for this. She just became my number one because she looked at them and said, should y'all be really here together? Should I be talking to y'all at the same time? And they were stunned. Like, fuck. Yeah, we're cool. We're cool now. We're cool now. They had to give an answer, but even Cardi was like, well, fuck it, this is kayfabe. We're on camera. Y'all talking to me next to each other, chilling. Not supposed to be.
Yeah, I missed
Gorilla
that.
Monsoon rolling around in his grave.
Damn. She did. She actually did that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Go pull it up. Real talk. And she was serious. Should I?
Wow.
Because she would have stopped. I'm quite sure if they would have been like, oh shit. Because she's like, should we turn the cameras off? Like, Cardi, my girl, protect this damn business if they won't.
Yeah, I gotta give her props for that. If that happened, I got to give her props for that. Yeah.
Sure enough. Look it up. That made up for her only being in night one.
For all the 5
really
minutes.
doing nothing. Yeah. So, KG, did you have a second question?
That was it. I just needed you to break that down for me.
Okay. Just want to make sure you got your part in. I mean, since you messed up Vegas odds and all that stuff, so you might as well just get your fill in. So, this week coming up, I would like to believe that we're going to have a lot more goings on. Brock Lesnar has to be there to confront John Cena this upcoming week because John Cena is booked. They're out in their Paris loop, so everybody can show up anywhere. So that's going to be something interesting. So we got that. May take a dabble into AEW just to see what's going on, to see if there's anything special that is really popping off to make me wanna. Last time I tried that, I'm like, the fuck. But we'll see. And then Sumo, anything else? I mean, get well soon to Jonathan Gresham. KG's boy, you know what I'm saying? His delivery buddy. Hey, let me show up and see what's going on. I'm sorry for waking you up. Is your wife home? No, that's okay. I was just coming to drop this package off, but I had her name on it. And the package is not the box I'm talking about. But, all those things. Get well because, as jacked as he is to have a stroke, that means anybody. We're all just, a breath away from fuck. 2 strokes, yeah.
2 strokes.
Yeah,
and the fact that she saw it doing a Ring camera, him getting escorted out. Shout out to Ring, by the way. I remember when they first got introduced, Shark Tank and all that stuff. But man.
Not to mention, she said that he's up walking around. He done asked the nurse 3 times, can he wrestle this weekend?
Yeah. No, take the break. If you need a delivery, go ahead and order. KG will drop it off. You'll be good. DoorDash it. He got you.
I ain't even do nothing.
I'm trying to say you're going to go see the man and make him feel better.
You got to understand, though, Jonathan Gresham isn't really under contract with anybody right now. So every day that he's in the bed, he's losing money. So I understand what
George's
he's
making
at.
up for it. She got the NXT contract. She's making up for it.
I understand what he's getting at, but he need to sit down somewhere until he gets right.
Yeah. We need him to be around for a while, or we need him to, be like, look, Jordan, you need to get pregnant.
He can go to Charlotte to I Say Wrestling and cut some promos.
You could
something because you
need to get Jordan pregnant. She have the baby. He retires. He could be a stay-at-home dad. He could travel with her. You know what I'm saying? During when she gets called up to the main roster, and he could be there watching the baby and stuff like that in support. He could be a road agent for WWE.
Roster.
Huh?
She is on the main roster, isn't she?
No, I thought she's still in NXT. She's NXT. She hasn't been on.
She's like in between. She goes back and forth. But
I'd say
she's
after
not,
Royal
not
Rumble,
necessarily on the main roster now.
Yeah, she's draftable.
Yeah,
but, she has the baby, comes back, boom. If that's something that they would want to do, this would be the time to really just say, you know what, let's do it. Because we just had a scare about time. Let's take the time. If that's what we want to do, let's try. If it happens, great. Then we got this plan. If I have to retire, I'm with the kid and we're all together. Works out. I think he'd be a heck of a road agent. So we'll see. But get well soon, Jonathan Gresham. And then Sam said, you could type it out, Sam. It's okay. You know, these guys were talking about dildos, but it says fuck it. You know, tell the boss to book Cardi B for this show.
I don't know if we got that kind of budget.
Yeah. She'd be like, well, it's going to cost this. Like, oh, all right then. So let me go ahead and start giving up my kids now because the money ain't going to cover it. That's something we could look at. Something we could look at. Wrestlemaniacs 15-minute segment, 2 to 3 days during the week. We'll try to figure something out. We got some stuff cooking, different platforms and stuff like that we're looking at. So there may be something we could sprinkle in there. May not see KG because, you know, he's trying to adopt the Cena-ism. So if we add one, see, there you go.
There you go.
Satisfied the need. He out.
I did my time.
Yep, I'm about to say it. He crossed his finish line, fucked up the spread. So, you know. But that could be something that, you know, maybe we could leverage to work some stuff out. We'll see how that can play out. But at the end of the day, we enjoy what we do. We enjoy hanging out, just talking some shit, you know, giving ideas that hopefully they steal that they don't pay us for, and just coming together so that way we can have that community where you could just let loose and say some crazy stuff and watch us react to it. So, like I said, this upcoming week, we'll see what's going to happen, and we'll be able to bring that conversation to you. Most of it will probably be still around what's happening with the Cena situation, and then we'll keep you abreast on Gresham and you know, anything else that's happening out in the indie circuit. Anthony, welcome. Didn't know you was here. Happy to have you again, Anthony. But guys, do everything. We're ever going to see a point where WWE gets big time artists to do more theme song for the stars, or because they want to control everything. I think the star has to be big enough that they can request it. I saw interview with Rhea Ripley where she requested the band and the group that does her theme song. So, you know, certain people can make those calls. Triple H wanted Motorhead, you know, pretty much for everything. You know, so just depends on the superstar. But as far as mainstream, like, you know, when it just happened, Stephanie McMahon got Lil Kim, you know, things like that. I think that is probably not going to happen. Even with Death Rebel being out, they're going to find somebody to make this music so that way they control every piece of it.
They need to bring Jim Johnston back.
I don't know. I think that era is gone too. Not taking anything away, Lord knows, would love it, but I think that era is gone. Now he could collab, but I think that era is gone. No, Sam. No.
Can't do BBL Drizzy.
Mm-hmm.
Can't do BBL Drizzy. We do BBL.
I would say the closest, truthfully, the closest artist I would say to that though, Anthony, is The Weeknd. And it's not. He's been not a wrestler's theme song, but he's had more songs for premium live events than any other person in history. Like every time
they're still playing Travis, and they're still playing Travis Scott's music, even though they cut him loose.
Yeah, it's a good song.
I guess they paid for it, so I guess they figure they still use it.
Jim did say, Anthony, that he would do something if it was right. It'll probably be for somebody that, you know, remix something or whatever. But, you know, he said that he may have one more shit in the pocket. Sam also said, got that percolator. That would make my day.
Time for the percolator.
Oh.
It's time for the percolator. 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 It's time for the percolator.
Notice he ain't have no go-go on tap because nobody understands what the hell that shit is. But
hey, you don't get enough talk about go-go. Oh, we talk about some real go-go, not that bullshit.
Exactly. He even didn't recognize it as go-go. There's a person that plays for his thing. Which band is that? Is that the Boyo band, Garage band? You know,
no, that's Momo Souls.
Oh, that's see. I would never guess that one.
What?
Never guessed that one. I didn't hear that outside the Metro.
We ain't talking about no Commanders music.
Yeah, I ain't hear that outside the Metro by Howard. So
the only time I've ever heard that song is whenever he plays it.
Really?
I've never
That song
heard that
dominated the airwaves when it first came out.
Outside of you playing it. And I listen to Go-Go a lot.
That song dominated the airwaves when it came out. Like that, they play that at Wizards games. Whenever the Wizards get ready to come to the floor, they play "Welcome to DC."
Yeah. How much are Wizard tickets these days?
Very, very cheap.
You gotta go for it. Man in life, you gotta go for it, go through it. No matter what you go through to get through it, you gotta get through it. Hey, they say that we can't do the impossible.
Jeez.
Is that going to upset you?
You say what?
Is it going to upset you that they both sound alike?
That was the same song.
That's what I'm saying.
It was both times he played different parts of the same song.
Is that the same song, KG?
You done fucked up. You know that, don't you?
For real. Answer the question. Was that the same song?
That's the same band. Two different songs, same band.
Told you it's the same. It should sound alike.
That's two separate songs?
Told you.
One was Welcome to DC and one was Miracles.
Yeah.
Vindicated.
I don't really know mumble sauce like that. But,
How many years, man? KG? Did I tell you that all Go-Go sound the same?
Huh?
How many years was that, sir? And he just proved me right.
It's two different songs, same band. They got the same sound because that's the
Now
sound.
you're trying to
One
jazz
band,
it up.
one sound.
He thought it was the same song.
I thought it was the same. I did think. Like I said, I don't listen to that DC song, and I don't really know mumble sauce like that. So, okay.
Oh my gosh! Hold on. What Anthony said? If you guys were in the business, would you guys rather be an engineering performer, a manager, a color commentator, or a play-by-play guy? Me, honestly, I would be in production, not in the truck. I want to control the boards with the lighting and the pyro, because I would take it personally to make sure that Randy Orton's strobe lights blink at the right time. Jacob Fatu's pyro hits when it's supposed to. And Lord knows, because I think it's a cool intro, but the pyro for Motor City Machine Guns hits and timed correctly. Because when they mess it up, it messes it up.
That pyro was garbage.
It was.
They messed up Rock's pyro. When he came out, they messed his pyro up too.
Yeah, they did. Like, really? Delay? And then the rumble box is supposed to be an accentuation, not the main thing with nothing coming up. You just boom, 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 boom. Where's the boom? That's what I would want to do. What about you, Sumo? Performer, manager, color, play-by-play, production?
I don't know. I would probably want to be color.
Okay. I can see that. What about you?
I could be a heel color. I could be a heel color, and
technically you a heel color on this show. No, for real. I'm saying, think when it was pitched to you, wasn't that what was pitched to you?
That's what that was the intent. Yes, for me to be like a heel type of situation on there. Yeah,
you are.
If we were going to go that direction, but yeah. We ended up not going in that direction, but yeah, I was supposed to be a heel type character when I first got on here with y'all.
And look at you now. Look at you.
So KG, what would you do?
Me.
I guess if I couldn't be color, I'd have to be a manager.
Okay, I can see that. I can see you dressing all flamboyant with some crazy suits and all that stuff, with some outfits. I can see you actually coming out to some go-go.
I would.
I'm too old. I would say manager, but I ain't trying to take no bumps.
I'd say you probably be a cooler Stokely Hathaway manager. That Stokely vibe, just a lot cooler. That's where I could see you coming out to the go-go, almost like Stokely mixed with The Godfather. That way you could talk some trash, talk about some hoes and pimping.
Okay. You're a manager. You're a manager coming out for the first time, getting introduced to the world as the man, and I'm not. You don't have anybody yet, but you're just a manager out looking for somebody. You get introduced to the world as KG, the manager. You already know you're gonna play some go-go, but what's your entrance music gonna be?
Got to be Chuck Brown.
Of course.
Got to be Chuck Brown.
Of course. I would go with.
Song. Actually, no. That would be. He would come out to that Jill Scott with the collard greens, whatever they call it.
Yeah, Jill Scott's cover.
Yep. I think he would come out to that. I could see him two-stepping and partying it out. Every time they play.
I got the one for him. If we're gonna do Chuck, he got to do the Godfather thing.
That would work. That would work.
For the record, they all sound the same. But you know.
I could do that. See, I take it back a little further. I had to go either Stormy Monday or Woody Woodpecker.
Well, it's nice to know they had some originality in the names of the songs. Nice, they sounded different, but
Come on, man! Can you imagine that shit hit? Call me Stormy Monday, Tuesday just as bad. Come on now.
Who would you manage? I guess we're doing overtime tonight. Who would you manage?
We're doing overtime. I would manage everybody from the area. I manage all the MCW.
No, you mainstream. Who would you manage?
Mainstream.
Somebody now.
Hey, there are plenty of mainstream from MCW.
There is, but I mean, let's take it to somebody that's making the millions. You out there, you got your go-go music. You the guy. Who would you manage?
I already got a name.
Go ahead. What you got?
I got a few names, but I already know the one. If you look at it mainstream and already got millions already,
who you got?
LA Knight.
Shit, yeah. I can deal with that.
I would do the opposite side. I'd have him manage Charlotte.
I don't know if Charlotte would fit me.
Yeah, I'll see Charlotte.
She would fit you because this would be another different dynamic that she would go through. She's not been in a situation where she didn't have to talk. All she had to do is produce. You come out there, you're the flamboyance. She's not coming out there with the pomp and circumstance with the robe and all that stuff. She coming out there to put in work, almost like Natty's character versus Natalia. Now, this may be one of the situations where she went away and came back.
If he's going to do a female, I'd rather him do a female on the come up. He could do like a Lash Legend or Jada Parker.
Oh, Jada Parker.
I do Lash Legend, but see, if I do Lash Legend, I got to change my whole thing. Because if we coming out to Amy Winehouse F Me pumps. Because we talking mad shit to everybody.
That'd be Jada Parker. But remember, you're the mouthpiece. They don't need to talk.
But whatever you do with Lash Legend, you need to change her music.
Yes.
Because why they got her coming out to a version of Chicken Head? Listen to that song. Listen to that song next time you see Jada Parker.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying.
Tell me that's not Chicken Head.
Whoop whoop.
Chicken head.
Whoop whoop. Oh man.
And going back to that question about whether I would be Bobby Heenan or Gorilla Monsoon. Gorilla Monsoon wasn't color. Gorilla Monsoon was play-by-play.
Yeah, Bobby Heenan was a color.
Bobby Heenan was definitely color.
Gorilla was the best straight man they had.
If I was to emulate somebody, I would probably be more like JBL.
I can see that as a heel, yeah. Or I say maybe Jesse Ventura.
Or Vince McMahon.
Nah. Because Vince was like playing both sides of the fence.
But it was good.
Oh no, it's still the soundtrack of my life. But only Vince could be Vince in reference to that presentation. Because nobody could check him, boo. Even Sheree couldn't check him.
We didn't even know we didn't know that's who he was.
Hey, Anthony, I'm gonna have to reject this one because I don't think anybody on this show could manage Bianca Belair. You wouldn't make it a day.
No.
It's like Montez. Let me just
Bianca,
go ahead and
Bianca
just give you these
Belair
nuts.
does not need a manager.
No, I wouldn't even be about that. I'm like, I'm just gonna go ahead and give you these nuts now, Tez, because you're gonna have to drop me because I'm touching something. The moment she starts skipping, like, well, I'm catching the case. Call a bus driver because I'm about to go to school. God,
taking these boys to school.
Hey, no disrespect to nobody else. I'll say Naomi is a close second, but Bianca without makeup and Bianca with makeup, no difference. God damn. Jesus, Lord.
Mama, there go that woman.
Yep. Like, can you please have some kids so my kids can marry your kid and we could just be neighbors or something? Like, man, she could be like 85, still walking down there skipping. Yeah. Yep. KG, I can see you do Nakamura.
My wife's godmother loves Nakamura. Like, I mean, when I say loves Nakamura, she loves Nakamura.
But you could do the Penta in AEW with Alex Marvez. Alex Abrahanza, whatever his name is. He's on HSN now. But, you could do the translation. But the rub is that Nakamura understands English. So you're always saying something to the contrary.
Oh, that gerbil ran out of gas.
Dang it. We were doing so good. That's what happened. See? Tragic.
That gerbil was like, hey, I need water. Water now.
Anthony's asking, do we like his performer name for KG? Okay.
Broderick James. Magnum chocolate. Broderick James. Yeah, that's a lot right there.
He'd do that too.
I play it up.
That'd probably be his GTA 6 name.
We probably have to deal with some copyrights from two different companies.
I don't know. You also may get a sponsorship from one company. Going back to that Val Venus start of the show.
Well,
everything I have to be about, it's always bigger down low.
Well, yeah, I can also do the whole thing. Let's just say the left leg is Thanksgiving. The right leg is Christmas. How about we meet between the holidays?
That's right. I'd say between him
and Don
and
Don up there doing the MXM collection, touching tips and shit.
No, it's between my little friend group, we used to call him Pal Penis because it was like that's all he peddling out there in the ring. But between Val Venus and Joel Gerdner, man, that was just a night of laughing right there. So y'all got us for an hour and 36 minutes. God damn you bitches. You're welcome.
All you latecomers trying to stretch the show out. Y'all know right. Don don't like doing shows past 5 minutes.
Wait a minute, why don't me now? You talking about KG don't like being visible on the show past 5 minutes?
I'm here.
is about right how long you've been on the show? You know we can't see that, right?
Oh, shit, that's not how you spell it.
You know we can't see that, right?
Nope, you can't. It says I'm here.
Wait a minute, hold on.
Wait a minute, you said you didn't spell it right?
That's what I was about to say. I'm like, how did you misspell I'm here? That's when you know.
He said HEAR.
That's when you know it's time to go. When you fuck up the first grade word, it's time to go. I'm thinking he wrote something big, Sumo. Y'all never to say I'm here.
I'm here. That's all they say. I'm here.
What the hell? Oh man. Yep. Well, thankfully we only got that third grade education.
It's been a long day. Let's just say that. Been a long day.
But it's gonna be an even longer night. There you go.
I
That's
did
your
not
DXism
sleep
right
with
there.
that intern. I was up all night.
Break it down. So wrapping it up, as I was saying, thank y'all. You know, great conversation, a lot of fun. Appreciate y'all participating. Thanks for all the Sideline Junkies crew that came through. KG, go ahead and lay down all of the lovely shows that are part of the Sideline Junkies podcast network.
Well, after tonight, we start a new week. So come join us in about 12 hours and 12 minutes, 11 a.m. tomorrow morning for the Sunday Rise with the Gentleman Jack, the Midnight Rider, and myself, the big guy KG. Then on Monday, continuing on and starting your work week off right at 5 o'clock, you got Matty Ice and Friends with Drive Time at 5 p.m. Then at 7, you have Coach Devon with Pretenders or Contenders. On Tuesday, the trio's back again with the Tuesday Night Flight at 8 o'clock. On Wednesday, you got In the Passenger Seat with the Gentleman Jack and his backseat driver, the Midnight Rider. On Thursday, you got us back again with the Thursday Night Throwdown. Friday, we give you a little time off. You know, go party, do what you got to do. But then on Saturday, you got to get your asses right back in here because it's the Wrestlemaniacs with the Nubian Sumo, the People's Choice Don Rodriguez, and of course, my beautiful self.
You know what I miss? It's been a while. Miss that goddamn airplane mode. Still a thing. God damn it. Tuesday Night Flight. Make sure y'all check that out. Get that airplane mode up in your life. Woo! I go, KG. It'd be like, ooh, ooh. I love that shit. Man, that song just put me in
I'm
the
trying
mood,
to find a whole version of that. I want to have a whole version planned, but I cannot. I found it once. Can't find it again.
Yeah, I got to get that on my phone. That's a ringtone right there. Sumo, I'm always going to tell him to diversify that motherfucking gosh darn bond, son.
Konnichiwa, bitches.